Hello. I am Sarah Bramall, co-founder of the Coaching Catalysts. I, with Rebecca Daniel, my co-founder, we head up a fantastic supervision and development service for professional coaches. This week is the busiest week of the year for us because we are halfway through International Coaching Week 2025, and we are having an absolute blast because we're running workshops for hundreds of coaches all over the world. And we are also spending lots of time in conversation with our wonderful supervisees and with our supervision team. So we are just living our best life this week. It's absolutely brilliant. So you will have seen, if you've been kind of following us through the week, you will have seen us in conversation with various supervisees in our collective, who are all absolutely incredible coaches in their own right, have got vast professional experience, and it's always an interesting conversation. So I'm very pleased to share with you that I'm going to bring onto the stage now one of the wonderful coaches in the Supervision Collective, Caroline Clark. So Caroline, let me bring you in. Hello and welcome.
Hi Sarah, thank you for having me.
Oh, wonderful to have you here. And I've just noticed your light box in the background that says "Be kind always." That's so lovely.
That's a shortened saying of what the Dalai Lama says, which is be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. So that's a bit of a mantra for me.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Do you know, that's something that I'd heard but had forgotten about. So thank you so much. And I always have my little cards, like my little mantras, like lying around all over the place. So I will put that on one of my mantra cards and keep that front of mind. Thank you. So Caroline, we are once again chatting because we know each other well and we're excited to see each other. But for everybody who's watching this and listening to this, Caroline, I'd love to invite you to introduce yourself, please. Let us know about you, about your business, and about what you do. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm Caroline Clark and I'm the founder of Caroline Clark Coaching. And my business involves working with women in product, which is a discipline within the technology industry. And I help them develop their leadership skills and capabilities. I do a mix of leadership coaching and career coaching. So really helping them from their first steps in leadership all the way through to senior leadership in the C-suite, or even founding their own company as well. I've been doing this officially for 2 years. That's how long my business has been going. But I have been coaching for longer than that. I first did the certificate with the Coaching Academy back in 2014. So that was my first taste of developing my own coaching skills. And I've used that throughout my career as well. So that is a bit about me.
Gosh, celebrating you on the journey that you've been on. So over a decade actually now since you started your coaching journey. Oh, it's so lovely to have these opportunities to acknowledge and celebrate, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think it's really important to celebrate milestones, actually. And that's something that I encourage within my clients, however small, however big. So lots of pats on the back.
100%. And I just want to say hello to those of you joining. I can see that if you're joining on StreamYard, come and say hi in the comments. And I'm just going to shout out those of you on Instagram as well. So we've got Integrity Coaching. I think that's Viv, isn't it? Coaching with S. Hello, Samia and Amir Khan joining us over on Insta as well. So thank you so much for being here. And obviously, if you're watching later on replay, say hi to us on the replay. So it feels like we've known each other for a really long time, and we have known each other for quite a long time now. But how did you first kind of find myself and Rebecca and come to the Coaching Catalysts?
So it was through the Coaching Academy when I did my diploma, Sarah, because you were one of the tutors on some of the accelerator modules. So I had firsthand experience of your approach to coaching and training through the diploma that I did. When I then graduated as a coach, it was really important for me to continue that supervision journey. So I linked in with what you were doing with the Coaching Catalyst, was following you for a while. I came to some of your webinars, and I think it was through the one on neurodiversity that I got to meet Rebecca. So it was really, really lovely to have those opportunities. And then, of course, when I was ready, it was a no-brainer to work with you both in supervision.
Thank you. It's so lovely to hear that journey. And, you know, I was speaking to Jackie Frost earlier, who's another member of our community, and I asked her that question. She said, I've been stalking you for ages. But that's how we build relationships, isn't it? Like, relationships are built over time. We build trust, we get to know each other. And now we can't imagine our Catalyst world, Caroline, without you in it.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to be part of it.
We absolutely love having you. So when you came to work, and you're working, aren't you, in supervision with Rebecca? So when you came to the Catalysts initially to start working with Rebecca, where were you then in your coaching journey?
So I had graduated from the Coaching Academy in September last year, and it was the January intake earlier this year that I started. So still quite early on in my coach journey, doing it as a full-time business. And that's quite a leap, I think, to make from being employed and having that support system around you to running a business on your own and coaching on your own, and not having the Coaching Academy or any other training provider there as kind of your support.
Yeah.
Suddenly you're out in the wide world on your own, and there's lots of kind of, well, for me, certainly doubt around my capability as a coach. It's like the training wheels have come off and I'm on my own. So I was really looking for that support to continue developing as a coach, and also to have support from other coaches. I think that's what I really like about the group supervision, is it's Rebecca, but it's also the other coaches in my group as well. So it's completely wraparound, which is really nice.
Yeah, Caroline, just acknowledging all that you've shared there. You're so right. When we're coaches in training, we have a lot of support around us. And for most of us, our focus is on qualification. And then you get to that point of qualification, think, oh, goodness, right, there's a whole learning journey ahead here. Me as a professional coach, me running a coaching practice, if that's the direction I choose to go in. But also, I really want to honor what you said there, because I do feel really strongly about this. As coaches, we are in the business of learning and development. We're supporting others, right, in learning and development. So for me, and I know that you share this value, which is why I'm highlighting it, it's so essential that we continue to learn and grow and develop ourselves.
Absolutely. Yeah. Growth is a value of mine. So it was, yeah, it's continuing that journey and developing. And I think it's really, really important to have that support when you're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you mentioned about being in group supervision. So, I mean, I love both. I love being in one-to-one supervision because it's sometimes nice to take up the space for yourself, but there's something very special about group supervision. So I wonder if you could just share a bit about that for us, please.
Yeah, and actually I've literally just come from my group supervision as well. Sometimes you're in the hot seat. We take turns on it, so everybody gets the opportunity to explore their topic. When you're in the hot seat, you're explaining what is happening, what area you want to have some support with, and the supervisor is kind of leading the discussion around that, coaching you through that. But then there's also enormous benefit from opening that up to everybody in the group. So everyone has their input. And when you're receiving the supervision, that's super valuable in terms of having multiple perspectives on the problem. People with all sorts of different experience, that can be really, really valuable. But from the other side, when you are not in the hot seat, but offering coaching to that individual as well, it really helps you to kind of build your practice by thinking, that's a really interesting question that the other coach asked. How can I build on that? Or what does that tell me? So yeah, there's a holistic experience, regardless of whether you are in the hot seat or the person who's watching the coaching and then contributing afterwards.
I really love that. Thank you so much. And actually, you're reflecting there something that Sherry Bevan, one of our other supervisors, said yesterday, that when we're in group supervision, we learn so much because we're so deeply present with each other that we're really stepping into the shoes of the person being supervised and seeing the world through their lens. And so when we then come across a similar situation to what they have shared in supervision, we don't forget, do we?
No, it's really powerful.
Yeah, we are. We're just, big fans here of the power of supervision and the support of group supervision. So what would you say, Caroline, to somebody who is who is coaching and who isn't yet in supervision or who isn't currently in supervision? What would you say to them?
I would ask them what's holding them back from going into supervision. I think I have had so much benefit out of it in the 5 months that I've been doing it, that it would be hard for me to imagine now not being in supervision. The kinds of things that we can bring to supervision are wide ranging around your coaching practice. So it can be you as an individual, how you're developing as a coach and how you feel about that. It can be more around the competencies of being a great coach. And both Sarah and Rebecca refer to ICF and EMCC as well, what the coaching competencies there are. It can be about how to develop your practice as a coach, how to run the business, grow the business, how to attract clients, what kinds of clients you want to attract. And one of the things that I really like about the coaching catalysts is they have the monthly supervision, but you also have business development, learning and development. So there's other sessions that you can go to. So I think it's just, what are you missing out by not being part of supervision? It's huge. So I would always encourage coaches to get into supervision to continue developing their practice.
Thank you, Caroline. You expressed that so beautifully. I was listening to you thinking, yeah, absolutely. You're right. That, I think once you're in supervision, you don't go back, do you? Because you start to really appreciate the value that it has and the difference it makes to your practice as a coach. And thank you for mentioning the other aspects of our service as well, because obviously the supervision is the core of our service, but around that, as you quite rightly say, we do also offer learning development sessions, we offer coaching triads, we offer business mentoring. And I think for me, most importantly, is we've got a really fantastic coaching community. So again, rather than me kind of, talking about this, maybe you could talk about this, because we really do have a wonderful community, don't we?
Oh, yeah, the community is what really makes it, because I think you can feel really lonely when you're working on your own. I know I certainly have had those moments, but community is like reaching out to people that are going through similar things as you, and you can share how you're feeling and share the stories. The Coaching Catalyst use Facebook. So there's a Facebook group that I go into, and there's some coaching that happens through that. It's sharing your wins, sharing your learnings. We do that at the end of the week, and that can be a really great bonding experience. It's like, yes, we're all navigating our way through coaching and being great coaches together, finding our way. And it's just really nice to share in the successes of other people, and also to support them when they're going through difficulties. And when I'm going through difficulties, to be able to share that in a really safe, friendly, supportive environment as well.
That's so lovely to hear, Caroline. Thank you. And, again, when I was listening to you, I was like, yeah, absolutely. The community is definitely one that values collaboration, not competition. I have never, ever seen any unkindness or even discourtesy from one member to another. Have you?
No, not at all. I think everyone embraces that value of kindness and compassion.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's not competition. There's always kindness. And also, it's not a place where people are trying to spam each other with their products and services either, is it? Which is nice. Like, it's great to share our successes and share and support each other. But you also, it's nice to not be in a community where you kind of feel like you're being sold to constantly as well.
Absolutely. And I've been in those communities, and it can really affect the vibe. So I've not seen any selling. I think it's just people really, really keen on supporting each other and doing their best.
Thank you. So I think we live those values, right, that are in your light box behind you. Be kind.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think there's really great values alignment there.
Good. That makes me really proud of all of us. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for all that you bring to the community and all that you contribute.
Thank you. It's really, really lovely to be part of the community. It feels like somewhere where I really belong, and that's important for me as well, that belonging.
Yes, absolutely. Somewhere where you feel seen and heard, and you feel that you can show up and share. We always talk, don't we, about the good, the bad, the highs, the low, the messy middle. And I feel like we can share all of that with each other.
Yeah, exactly. It's honesty, isn't it? Because I think what I like is you and Rebecca have that experience. So if I'm honest about where I am and where I'm struggling, then I can tap into your experience. And if it's not you, it might be someone else in the community as well. So that's really valuable.
Oh, Caroline, I'm feeling all the feels. Love for
Me too.
presence and for our wonderful community. So massive thank you. Caroline, I see a lot of you on LinkedIn. Is that the best place to follow you, or where would you lead us to if people want to connect with you after this conversation?
Yeah, LinkedIn is the best place to find me. So Caroline Clark is quite a common name, but if you look for Caroline Clark Coaching, you'll find my company page and you can find me through that.
Wonderful. And, you know, again, go follow Caroline, because genuinely I enjoy your posts. I enjoy what you share. I find it really inspiring and thought-provoking as well. So definitely go connect with Caroline after the conversation today.
Thank you, Sarah. Love to have connections.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Caroline. I'm going to pop you backstage now. So again, what a wonderful conversation. It's so wonderful to have these opportunities to shine the light on our fantastic coaches, on the wonderful work they're doing, and really to acknowledge the work that they do on their learning and development through supervision and through wider development also. It's genuinely inspiring to be able to witness people's growth and their coaching journeys. So thank you to all of you who have watched. Now, International Coaching Week is not yet over. In fact, it's only Wednesday afternoon. So we have been going all week. We started with a welcome party on Sunday nights. We had a workshop on supervision on Monday. We had Rebecca led a workshop on coaching presence on Tuesday. I led a workshop on reflective practice this morning, Wednesday, but the big one is tomorrow. We've got our exclusive masterclass coming up tomorrow, and that is all about thriving as a professional coach, the Coaching Catalyst's Guide to Professional Practice. So please don't miss that. That's going to be at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, UK time. All you need to do, if you're not yet registered, all you need to do is head over to bit.ly/supervision workshops, and you will be able to register there, and that will give you access to the replays, and then you can join us for the workshop tomorrow and join us for the connection and networking session on Friday morning. So we do hope to connect with you. We've genuinely had the most wonderful week. The energy of the coaches has been off the charts. It's been fantastic. So make sure that you do make the time, please, to join us and connect with us this week. And thank you so much to all of you who have watched. Please do comment. Please ask questions. We're always here for the interaction. We love building relationships within the community. So thank you for being here. Okay, I'm going to stop here on StreamYards.